A new Gallup poll shows that the approval for rating for the Supreme Court is at a near historic low at 43%. Do you think that these types of proposals will make Americans believe in the court once again, that approval rating will go up?
It would go up if there were term limits. It would go up if there was a code of conduct that they were required to adhere to, and that there were sanctions if they violated it. It would certainly go up. Whether this court can do those things, it's very hard. I had great faith in Justice Roberts. I met with him on several occasions when I was chair of a subcommittee in the Judiciary Committee that dealt with the courts. And we had discussions on occasion, and I had respect for him. I thought he cared about the courts. But lately he's been voting 6-3, and then the vote to Trump v. USA to give these godlike, king-like powers to the president are just anathema to me and to anybody that believes in the Constitution. There was no precedent for it at all. Then in the Dobbs decision, it took away women's right to vote. Ripped up Roe v. not women's right to vote, but women's right to choose, and it tore up Roe v. Wade. There was not precedent for that either. The precedent was that there was penumbral rights, there was a right to privacy. Roe v. Wade was accepted as the law, and they all said when they came through there, through the nomination process, that they would abide by precedent, and they basically suggested Roe v. Wade was not going to be overturned. They lied.
Democrats clearly
the Supreme Court's lost it. The Supreme Court's lost a lot of its respect because they lied during the confirmation process. I mean, Kavanaugh's main thing he's remembered for is, I like beer.
Democrats clearly, as you said, weren't happy with Roe v. Wade being overturned. Are these proposals a direct response to that?
Well, it's partially a response to Roe v. Wade, but it's also a response to Clarence Thomas's egregious conduct and accepting all these monies. But I guess it was the same man, Mr. Crow, paid for a house for his mother, paid for a home, took his house. I think they're going to build it into a monument to Clarence Thomas. They're paying for the education of one of his stepchildren or godchildren. It's just any other public official would be in jail for doing what Clarence Thomas has done. And
Congressman, do you think, are you suggesting then that Justice Thomas should be in jail?
I think that other public officials would be, because there are laws that don't allow that type of behavior. It's called bribery, and it's called robbery or extortion, or taking public services, public gifts to influence your public decisions. It's something hard to do, but you should not be accepting outside gifts. And you can't in Congress, and you can't in most public offices. And if you do, you get in big trouble. And we've seen what's happened in other jurisdictions.
What do you say then to Republicans who are criticizing Democrats, saying, hey, they don't like a few decisions that the Supreme Court has made, so they want to change the rules now? What do you say to that?
It's not just a few decisions. It's lots of decisions where they don't have precedent. They've taken away the rights of the regulators who know more about the subject matter than courts do, which was shown in the opinion when Gorsuch didn't even know what some of the chemical agents were, and he said something was a laughing gas, and it wasn't laughing gas. It was he didn't know, and it showed that the experts know, and they're the best ones to make the rules and regulations. And that decision will set back environmental law in this country and conservation law.
Congressman,
but they've done it there. They've done it with guns. They've done it with guns, and they've let guns run rampant in our country. They did it with bump stocks. They've done everything to not make this country safe for people walking on the streets, breathing the air, or feeling that the court is representing the Constitution and justice rather than themselves and their well-being friends.